SciTube is an initiative to make learning psychology interesting, exciting, and easier. SciTube promotes learning psychology through the relevant original experiments that resulted in the theories. The videos also sensitize the learners about the relevance of the theories in contemporary times. Experimental setup. Students' PISA experiment. Over-justification effect. The students' PISA experiment is associated with the work of Edward Desai and later expanded by Mark Leper, David Green, and Richard Nisbett in the early 1970s, during the rise of research on intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. The experiment was designed to test a simple but powerful question: does rewarding people for something they already enjoy reduce their natural interest in it? The motive behind the experiment was to challenge the dominant assumption in psychology and education that rewards always increase motivation. Researchers suspected that external rewards might actually undermine intrinsic enjoyment, a phenomenon later termed the over-justification effect. What happened in the experiment? College students who naturally liked eating pizza were invited to participate. They were divided into groups. One group was paid or externally rewarded for eating pizza. Another group ate pizza without any reward, simply because they liked it. Over multiple sessions, researchers observed how students responded to pizza consumption, both during the rewarded phase and after rewards were removed. Importantly, no one forced participation. The behavior was initially voluntary and enjoyable. Key observations and conclusions. The findings were striking. Students who were paid to eat pizza began to show reduced interest once the reward stopped. They reported less enjoyment and were less likely to choose pizza voluntarily later. Students who were never rewarded continued to enjoy pizza at similar levels. Conclusion. When an external reward was added to an already enjoyable activity, students began to attribute their behavior to the reward rather than personal interest. This is the over-justification effect. Excessive external rewards can crowd out intrinsic motivation. Inferences and contemporary relevance. The experiment has deep relevance today. Education, excessive grades, prizes, or incentives may reduce genuine learning interest. Workplaces, overuse of bonuses can weaken passion and creativity. Parenting, rewarding children for every task may reduce self-driven behavior. Well-being, turning hobbies into performance targets, can destroy joy. Core insight. Motivation works best when people feel autonomous and internally driven. The students' PISA experiment reminds us that not everything valuable should be incentivized. Sometimes, enjoyment itself is the strongest motivator. If you think the video made learning psychology easier, like, comment, share, and subscribe.